Hello everybody, welcome back. So in today's video we're going to build lead scoring system for our outbound. So let me quickly share you the idea. So the idea is to reach out to only relevant companies and people. And sometimes when you get the data, like prospect data from some tools, like any tools, Apollo, Instantly, like whatever, this data is not 100% accurate. And we need to double check it. For some campaigns and some hypotheses, it doesn't really matter. Like some inaccuracy are possible, but sometimes our ICPs are really determined and much more detailed than just companies in business services or companies in software development. Or like, for example, in this case, we will be targeting Shopify stores. So imagine that we have a solution for Shopify, and obviously to not be spammers, we need to carefully check if this web store has Shopify, and if it has Shopify, then we will reach out to this company. So I just have a list of e-commerce stores. I just downloaded like the big list from Storeleads. So basically Storeleads is something that I really recommend for e-commerce data. There's a lot of data here, a lot about many platforms and many technologies inside platforms, and also a lot of filters like revenue category, I don't know, like many data that you could use, like traffic, how many subscribers do they have on YouTube or something like that, like a lot of data. But we just downloaded the Storeleads big list from Storeleads. I'll just show you, like we have 17 companies as the example. This will be enough because I don't have much credits here left. So yeah, so okay, so we have domains. So like, let me show you like quickly roadmap. So what we will be doing. So basically, like when we reach out to Shopify e-commerce stores, first we need to make sure that this store has Shopify. Second, we need to make sure that this store is really like e-commerce store. I mean, it has cart and stuff like that, right? So because sometimes when you get some stores, like I don't know, like with Shopify and with Magento and with any other platform, sometimes these stores are migrating, and this is not like Storeleads doesn't monitor this like online, right? So there's a delay, so data is not 100% accurate. So we need to check before we reach out to these companies and these people. And then, like, if company has Shopify and if company is an active e-commerce store, then we will, score them and then like find people. All right, so let's see. So domain. So first thing, we need to normalize the domain and we're using standard enrichment here, default enrichment here, normalized domain. It's free, no credits, and we need to isolate the domain because we will be checking this with BuiltWith. Because domain is something that we use for cross-checking, for lookups. So we need to make sure that these domains are clean. And sometimes also we have these subdomains here, like TWD and so on. And to find people in the company, we need the domain, not the subdomain. And also sometimes, like when we have a long list of e-commerce stores, we will have different subdomains but one main domain. So but we only need main domain, so we need to also check and deduplicate this. All right, so let's do this. Domain URL, select domain. So let's run this enrichment. All right, so then just one more step, deduplication. Like we don't have duplicates here for sure, but just to make sure. All right, so all our domains are unique, and then It's okay, because if we have duplicates here, we will be spending credits and stuff for searching the same domains twice or more. Okay, so the next step is we need to check if these websites are having Shopify. And we will be using BuiltWith enrichment for that. It's not very cheap, actually. It's very expensive. So when you will be using this for big list, I would recommend using either Zenrose scraping. I don't know. It's just something off with Zenrose. So I will show you how to do this with BuiltWith. But you can use Zenrose scraper to scrape the page, the BuiltWith page. Or you can use Claygent to also scrape this page and check if this domain has the technology. Okay, so find technology stack. All right, so keywords. So we will be looking for Shopify. And this is one thing. Last detected date filter. Technology like 5 days ago. Like, let's check. I don't know. Let's say 5 days ago. Only return exact technology names. Yes, because we need Shopify, not Shopify checkout or Shopify something else, but just Shopify. Show additional fields. Okay. Yeah, so let's run this. It's 2 credits per row, so it's super expensive when you run big lists. Technologies found, number of images found. Okay, let's do this. All right, so we can see that half of these stores are really on Shopify. Just found, and let's check if it's correct. So let's check this. So we're going to go to BuiltWith and check this domain. Klaviyo, French, Shopify. I don't know why it didn't show Shopify, because it's really Shopify. Then we need to, yeah, it's even Shopify Plus. Huh. It's interesting. Maybe it's just because the detection was like time detection like 5 days ago. Okay, so let's check month ago. Because month ago, right? Just to make sure. And then we will rerun this. Checking if it's, yeah, okay. Yeah, so like so month is normal delay for checking this. All right, so we have all websites are on Shopify. Cool. Let's go further. So like we detected that all of stores are on Shopify, but like in reality, you will be having, like, depending on the technology, like with Shopify, it's more accurate, but when you will run some, I don't know, like WooCommerce or something, or Magento 1 or something like that, like you will have probably 50% of list is not on Magento or on WooCommerce. But here we have 100%. Okay, cool. So let's check now if this if these websites are really e-commerce stores. So let me pause the video and find my prompt for this. All right, so let's try to check what do we have here? Right, so headless browser RZ, visit the website, normalize URL, and check if it actually sells product online. I would say goods online. Determine if it's a e-commerce store with product, prices, checkout, and cart. So this is like the basics for generation. So now they have this prompt generator. It's much more easier, but sometimes like you would need to double check this, because sometimes these instructions seem to be developed like really really detailed, and the more instructions GPT has, the more credits and the more money it will spend. So just make sure to not dive into details, just to make it balance between the accuracy and the pricing. Header, detect currency and product, just normalize price, detect currency symbols, price. I'm not sure if it's needed. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, it's Claygent, but we will be using GPT Mini, and we will be using our OpenAI key. So I'm running, one by one first, not even 10 rows. I run, I don't know, 3 rows, something like that, just to see what happens. Because if you just put a prompt and then run all lists, and you'll just spend a lot of credits or money. So always test on smaller amount. Okay, so fully functional install, very high, confidence very high. Okay, so it's $0.0025. Not bad, actually. So let's run the all rows. Okay, so what do we have? We have the majority of our list are true and 2 of e-commerce are false. So let's double check. Let's double check some true. Okay, Rocky Mountain calls. Let me check. Is it actually the e-commerce? Premium wallpaper. Yep, it's e-commerce. Then let's check this. Kelty Mental Health. People in Society. Yeah, it's not e-commerce. Thanks that we have scoring, because otherwise we would be contacting these people. It's just spam, it's not relevant. And CDN, let's check this one. Canadian Science Publishing. Yeah, but it's not e-commerce, but let's check if they have Shopify. And why do they have Shopify? Well, this is strange, because this website doesn't have Shopify. At least I don't see this. Let me check here. Okay, so as you can see, BuiltWith. Okay, it doesn't have Shopify. So let's check why BuiltWith showed us Shopify. It's really interesting. Hosted solution, hosted shop experience with multiple shop. Well, maybe they have some shop here. Aha, this one, like TWD. All right. Okay, yeah, so it's there's a shop here. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so there's a tricky part about this, okay, because like, yeah, like we can see that we need the people from the domain, but sometimes just shop is just a subdomain. But at scale, like when you do this at scale, you just can't manually check every store or every website. So you just need to build a system which helps you include as many relevant contacts as possible. So I think it's okay. Okay, they have shops, but they don't seem to be active e-commerce stores. But they actually could be an active e-commerce stores, but they have e-commerce stores as a part of their business. So probably they are not very also relevant for us. So it's normal to exclude those companies. All right, so let's proceed. So sometime, okay, so we detected that companies are on Shopify and companies are e-commerce active store. Okay, so sometimes you also need to double check the, I don't know, like let's say headcount, right? So you don't need to reach out to all e-commerce stores. You need to reach out to only e-commerce stores with specific headcount. And for this, we have company enrichment. We can enrich the domain and check. Okay, so company enrichment score. All right. So that's the template that I have, but basically it enriches the company and then it scores by formula. I will show you. We will just change the formula. Employees categories, okay. Employees categories, so we will be just change the formula to include, let's say, only okay, so let me check what happens with the company enrich. So I need probably to choose my account. Okay, so those are just really big companies. Okay, so let's probably try to, okay, categories B2C e-commerce, B2C e-commerce. All right. Yeah, so we enrich, and then so let's include to our outreach only companies that are less than 200 people, right? So let's just remove this one. So ICP fit basically it means here in terms of company enrich meeting the specific criteria. So we'll just delete the formula and then we use AI to create a formula. So okay. So we will be checking the if employees. Or we could make it another way. Does not contain any of. Okay. So we will be reaching out to companies that have employees less than 200 or unknown. Okay, so let's rename this column like ICP feed, but headcount feed. Okay, so we have 3 things to determine if company matches our ICP, and let's just finalize that. Okay, so we checked if company has Shopify, if we checked if company is active e-commerce store, and we checked if company has specific headcount, right? So let's do one more thing. It's just for some specific reasons, but sometimes we need companies with a certain traffic. And let's check how we can build also scoring system based on this. So we will be having a similar web. We can't do this. Okay. Global website traffic rank. Okay, so let's see what we have for traffic. Monthly website traffic, Semrush. All right, so let's use Semrush. It's also like 2 credits per row, which is really expensive. But if you have a Semrush account, it's okay. Yeah, this is just for the educational purposes. Let's spend some more credits. Yep. So let's see total visits, and yeah, I think it's enough for us. Let's do this. Okay, traffic found, traffic not found. Okay. Well, so obviously we see that like some companies are with really low amount of traffic, and so also we can get the formula and check if traffic. Let me check if the traffic is, yeah, it's number. So if it's number, we can just, if traffic, where's the traffic? Total visits more than 10,000. So it returns true if the traffic is more than 10,000, and return false if traffic is less or undefined. Okay. All right. So, so we reach out to only stores, to Shopify stores, active e-commerce stores, then stores with specific headcount and with specific number of traffic. So we have 5 things. And now to proceed to searching the people, we need to unite all this in one variable, just because it will be much more easier to run the conditions later. So, and what's also important, that all things we did as a checkboxes. Checkbox is really convenient to to make the formulas and conditions. So technologies found Shopify. Okay, so here technologies found Shopify. Right, so let's make a formula here. So we need to reach out to company if technologies found Shopify and what were there? E-commerce, active e-commerce store, is e-commerce true, and headcount fit true, and traffic high traffic indicator also true. Right, so there's a formula which shows which company fits our ICP, final ICP, I mean detailed ICP. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 17 companies really Shopify qualified. All right, so let's find some people. So let's try to find some decision makers like CEOs or founders. But we don't have LinkedIn's, we have only domains. So we will use Claygent to find CEOs. Let me show you. So let's make some enrichment. And here's the prompt. So we will be asking Claygent to find first name and last name of the CEO, and then we can try to find his email address, having first name, last name, and domain. All right, so let's generate the prompt. Okay, so again, let's select the GPT Mini. Yeah, so that's the prompt. CEO, founder, owner, general manager. So basically, it will be looking in multiple sources. And let's try. Okay. But also, what do we need? We need to proceed with people only when it's Shopify qualified. So let's set the condition here. Okay. Okay, so let's try. Aha, okay. The condition doesn't met. Okay, Davey Fogarty, confidence high, David Fogarty, about us, David Fogarty. Okay, so let's check if it's true, DOD.com. Well, which one is that? Okay, DOD.com, about us section. About us. Dave Fogarty had to be good. Okay, yeah, so Dave Fogarty is a founder. Okay, so this is how it works. And then let's run the rest of the rows. Okay. Okay, so we have some people here. So like, yes, we have people, we have domains, and then we can search their email addresses. So we will not be running any waterfalls here, but basically like we run waterfalls like searching multiple source for emails. But yeah, we could probably run some waterfalls here. So we have our templates where we run full name, so we need a full name here. Domain URL, company name, we can use this from enrichment. Where's this? Just a second, let me. Strange. Company enrich. Company shall I claim the URL? Okay, company enrich socials. Yeah, but why I can't select here? Oh yeah, so it's in the group. Okay, got it. So name. All right, and then again we will be run this if it's Shopify qualified. All right, so let's check what we have. Custom waterfall. Okay, yeah. So we the idea of this waterfall, we just change this probably a little bit. Like we will delete Prospero and we will add the ICPs. Okay, full name, it's full name. It's full name and it's domain URL. Include catch-all, yes, and we will include catch-all because we will be verifying all emails with instantly verifier later. So find email did magic. Yeah, let's just leave find email and better contact, and we will be using ICPs as our first step because ICPs always finds like 80% of our market. So yeah, say waterfall step. Okay, so we have 3 things here, 3 steps here. ICPs, find email, better contact. Okay, let's do this. Let's run this. Okay. Let's just make an audio update because it will be faster. Okay, so we have some emails that we found. So yeah, like you can see like how the list is going, you know, is going less and less. So we started with 17 companies and we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, almost 10 people with emails, and we will need to verify those emails also. So we will choose instantly verify email enrichment. Why we're doing this? Because in waterfall actually we can use verifier by default. it will be either a million verifier or debounce or something like that, but they will not verify catch-all emails. Instantly verifies catch-all emails. That's why we just specifically find emails, then we will verify them. And yeah, and we will run only if custom waterfall exists. Yep. Let's do this. Okay, so we ran this. Success, it means catch-all, verification status verified. Some are verified and status verified. Status verified and or verification status verified. Well, sometimes, I don't know why it works this way and instantly, but sometimes it just shows verified with status, and sometimes it shows verified with verification status. So we would actually make a condition like a formula. So if this or that or R is verified, we can think that email is verified. So let's make a formula here. So verification status is verified or status is verified. It's not this status, should be this status. Okay, now we have email verified. So yeah, so that's the entire process. Summarizing that we have a list of companies we need to score, and we score them by first technology. Like if we're reaching out to Shopify companies, we need to double check if these companies have Shopify. We do this with BuiltWith. Then we check if this company is really e-commerce store. We do this with Claygent. Actually, with Claygent, we can check a lot of things. Like, for example, if we would be checking the pricings, for example, like if we will be reaching out to the stores that are selling only, I don't know, expensive stuff, right? So we would be checking also this with Claygent, like what prices are there and what's the most, like what's the cheapest one. And then we could compare. E-commerce active. Then we enrich with company enrich API to detect headcount. Then we used Semrush to check the traffic and also score by traffic. And then we found the company CEO full name because we have on the domain. So basically the databases work based on LinkedIn. So they check the LinkedIn and they then try to guess the emails. In other case, we will be searching for a person, and having a person name and domain, we will try to find the email in some sources. So we used just only 3 sources here, but actually there's a lot of them. Like you can use literally 10, 15 different sources of emails. But of course, like all of them costs credits. And then like we have an email, and then this email we verified with instantly verification. And then finally we ended up with, let's see how many, with 8 people to reach out. So we can then use these emails and the data to export and import to our sending tool. So this is how lead scoring works. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if it was valuable. Hit like, subscribe to the channel. I will be making more of those videos. See you. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.